What is up, watch friends? Welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces with Tony. I'm Tony, you're the viewer. Today I am wearing my Rolex GMT Master 2 126710 BLNR, Batman, Batgirl, whatever you want to call it. It's a GMT and it kicks ass. Anyway, this is a random video. I just wanted to chat with you guys about some things. Rolex regret? Rolex regret? Anyway, let's roll the something and we'll get started. What's up? Live from the Hollywood Hills, Talking Timepieces with Tony. You're watching Talking Timepieces with Tony. All right, so I don't really have, I kind of just wanted to talk with you guys, you know what I mean? I just didn't want to just do a video that I normally do, because I haven't released a video in about 5 days, and I know it's time. I'm not doing a question, Q&A, watch ball question tomorrow because I didn't have any questions, but either way. So I just wanted to talk. A lot of you know that last week 2 weeks ago, I bought the Zenith Pilot 3-hand El Primero. Love this watch, but I say that about almost all my watches. Love this watch, fuck. But people that are regular viewers of my channel know that I have a really awesome AD, especially sales reps. His name's Juan, and he often calls me or texts me and basically just says, "Hey man, I got this watch in," right? So I do get a lot of, I say a lot, it's, you know, but it's, he'll send me a picture of a Rolex that he's got. He goes, "Hey man, do you know anyone who wants this?" Because he knows that I probably won't take it. And I've passed on so many, everything from multiple date just, OPs even, Sea Dweller, Air Kings, things like that. And if I know somebody, I'll forward it to a friend and whatever, or, you know, and see if there's anyone that I know that would want those watches. However, I've never turned down a watch that I specifically asked for until 2 weeks ago. Have you done that? Have you turned down a watch that you asked for from your AD and it finally came in and then you had to turn it down? And then how did you feel about that when you did? Because in my case, I didn't have to turn it down. I have the money to buy it, but this is kind of how it went. A lot of you know I recently bought the GMT. A week before that, I bought the Breitling Top Time, and then I bought the Breitling Top Time, and then 5 days later, my GMT came in. So it was like I bought two expensive watches within a week, which is kind of common for me anyway, because I'm stupid like that. But then when I bought this a couple weeks ago, not even quite 2 weeks ago, one asked me what Rolex I was looking for next. Now, I am just always been partial. I do love the Wimbledon dial date just with, this is the one, fluted bezel, Jubilee bracelet, all stainless steel. Of course, the fluted bezel is going to be white gold. And I was thinking, like, I really want to go 36 millimeter, man. That's where I want to go. So I want a 36 millimeter date just Jubilee bracelet, fluted bezel, Wimbledon dial, but I still wasn't 100% sure that I wanted a 36. I've had plenty of 36 millimeters. I'm just comfortable now wearing 40s and 41s, you know, like Submariners. And so, but I'm like, you know, but if it comes in, I'll pick it up. So essentially then I buy this. And 4 days later, Juan texts me, "Senor, I got your date just." And I went, "Ah, shit." I'm happy, Juan, I'm glad if you're watching this, because I know you watch my videos, that you offered it to me, but just the timing with it was just not right. And I was just trying to justify it, but I've spent so much freaking money. My accountant was like, "Dude, you're crazy, do not do it." So anyway, I was going to do it, then I wasn't going to do it, then I was going to do it, and because I had a couple days leeway on getting this watch. And then finally, I just said, you know what, fuck it. I don't know if I love the 36 enough, and I know he got it for me specifically, but I turned it down. And so I was like, I'm so sorry, dude. I have to turn it down. And he's like, you sure? You sure? And I'm like, no, I'm not sure. Of course not. You know, 2 days later, I text him back and I'm like, do you still have it? Do you still have it? No, dude, I sold it. I knew he would, you know, but anyway, so has that happened to you? And then you just kind of regret it. You kick yourself. I'm not kicking myself too much because I know Juan has gotten me everything I've, you know, wanted or asked for. And, you know, essentially, if I ask him again, say, look, dude, I do want it, but in maybe the 41 or whatever next Rolex is, he'll get it for me. So I'm hoping, Juan. On top of that, I am also buying a new watch on Saturday. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's not a Rolex, but I am buying a new watch on Saturday that he's been holding for me for about a week. I just haven't been able to get down there. So I'll be going in there on Saturday to pick it up. And then I'll do an unboxing and review for that. So, but also on top of it, you know, have you ever bought a watch that you just didn't bond with? Keep in mind, you know, several $1,000 watch. I'm not talking about like a Swatch or something. You know, you buy it and you love it. You're like, shit, I gotta have it. And then you just realize that it's just, you don't even wear it and it's not getting the wrist time. And then all of a sudden you get mad at the watch. Like, why are you even in my watch box? You don't deserve to be there. I want to get rid of you, you know? That happens, right? I'm asking you guys too. If it's just me, because I know I have a crazy sickness. I've been into watches for as long as I can remember, and it's been over 30 years. And I still get very excited and very stoked about watches. But sometimes watches don't hold my interest once I get it, you know what I mean? And it goes in the box and it just sits there. I've got tons of watches sitting in a box that I've not touched in a couple of years or more, you know. And then there's the watches that you buy that you're not really sure you want to spend the money, and then all of a sudden, because you don't think you're going to bond with it, and then all of a sudden you do bond with it. I have two very specific watches right here that happens. So for instance, this is the Cartier Ronde 36 millimeter, and I bought it because, you know, I just love, you know, people again who know me know I love Patek Philippe, but the 5119G is not available, and this was kind of the closest thing I could get aesthetically wise, plus also a luxury brand that would be sort of a modern vintage watch, knowing that it's brand new, so if anything happens, I got a warranty on it, and I didn't realize that, you know, I thought this was just going to be sitting in the box forever. I'd wear it a couple times and then that's it. And that's not the case, man. It bonded with it. I mean, I just love this watch. And the more I wear it, the longer I want to wear it and not take it off. So I've really bonded with this watch. Another one, throw them on the floor. Another one that I bonded with, which I didn't think I was going to. I just kind of bought it because I thought it looked kind of cool and it would sit in my box and it'd be a piece that I know the heritage of would be the Mont Blanc heritage, the Minerva, and it's not a Minerva movement, but and you know, I just really love this watch. I've had it over a year now, I think, and yeah, I just really dig it. It's one of those things, you know, the Breitling top time I bought the ice blue dial. I got mad at that watch. I didn't wear it, and every time I tried to wear it, I started getting mad at it. I don't know why. It's a beautiful watch, and you know, it's just, there was something that it just wasn't clicking with me, you know, and so. But and again, even with this, you know, this was on my top 5 list. The video I did, top 5 when Watches and Wonders came out, before this watch actually came out. Well, right around the time it came out. And this was my, I think, number 3 or 4 on the list of my top 5 Watches and Wonders. I love this watch. You know, I'm wearing it daily, and I look at this as kind of like my beater watch. I know that sounds terrible because it's a Zenith, and it's an El Primero. It's $7,500 retail. With tax in California, 10%, you're looking at about $8,250. You know, you ask for a discount if you're going to get one, but you know, but I look at this as though it's my everyday sort of daily, kind of like just a beater watch. So, having said that, you know, I do like it. It's understated. You know, you wear it and it just goes under the radar. People just don't know what it is, and I can appreciate that. Gotta love the GMT always, but you can't always be floating around with your GMT on, not for safety reasons. Just for the fact is that you want to have a bit of variety. I love Rolex. Rolex are my favorite brand. Patek are my favorite brand. You know, I had a top three. It was Patek, Vacheron, Rolex, and Cartier. And that's kind of always been, and then Zenith, and then, you know, goes from there, Blancpain or whatever. And, you know, now it's been shifted to where I think Rolex is now my top tier, because Pateks are unobtainable, you know, new anyway, from the AD. And I don't like buying used watches. So, having said that, you know, I did this sort of test of time. I went out to Hollywood last week, had some dinner with some friends, and it was pretty cool. Went to a pretty hip spot, you know, Yamashiro overlooks Hollywood, and I wore the Zenith, and you know, I was gonna wear the GMT, but I was just like, yeah, man, I'm gonna fucking rock the Zenith, man. No one's gonna know what I'm wearing, and it's just cool. It was all good. Having said that, this video is now fairly long, and considering I had nothing to talk about, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I don't even have a drink, so I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll be getting a new watch on Saturday, so I'll do a review or unboxing or whatever as soon as I get it. So, all right, you guys take care.